He's out of the green room, and he's back in green and white for the first time since college. He's New York Jets running back Le'Veon Bell here on the Rich Eisen Show. How are you, Le'Veon?
Man, I'm feeling amazing, man. I appreciate you having me on the show.
Oh, come on. I've been waiting for this. You know that. You know that.
Yeah, I know. It's been a long time coming, man.
No, I know. I mean, in the green room, you're like, yeah, I'll come on your show. And I just didn't know. Did I have to franchise tag you to get you on the show, Le'Veon?
That's what it looks like, huh?
Well, I know you don't respond. You don't respond too well to that sort of thing, anyway. So I was just hoping you'd call, and now here you are. I'm so excited.
Yeah, I am too, man. I appreciate you having me.
Well, so what is it like? I mean, you're back, you're sweating, you're back in pads. I'm wondering what it's like for you, Le'Veon, right now.
To be honest, man, it feels relieving. You know, I feel like last week when I first got on the field and did the conditioning test and got the first practice out, it just felt good to get all the nonsense out of the way. Just get back on the field and just get back to playing football. And I think over this past week, I even got better. I'm second a little bit of the rust stuff, as people would say. And today I felt even more better. So I'm excited for this year, man. It's gonna be a fun year. I'm excited to show some people that I'm still the same player that I am. If not better. I want to go out here and try to be a leader and show people what I feel.
This sounds like a man with a very healthy soft tissue situation going on right
now.
That's
what it was, soft tissue. That's what he said. He's thinking of a soft tissue.
And I hope you're healthy and strong, and I hope you have a great year, Le'Veon.
He's a middle linebacker. I was like a middle linebacker with a soft tissue. That's what he said. That's what it was.
Well, I don't know if you saw then you must have seen that I went over the top. And I said that I think.
Rich, I know you back. I know you was back. You showing that love. I seen it.
Yeah, I mean, I think you're set to be a record setter for yourself right now. That you're going to have the all-time best in rushing and total touchdowns. So you're going to back my play here, right, Le'Veon?
I am. I'm make sure I'm trying to make you look good, Rich. I promise you.
Okay.
I promise you, man.
Le'Veon Bell here on the Rich Eisen Show. But in all due respect to my compadre across the way there, I think he is giving voice to a lot of what people think is that you've been out of football for a year, and that inevitably if you can't be as successful as possible if you're not always in football. Period. Le'Veon, have you taken any steps to try and over the last few months mimic in a way what might be actual football quality action, Le'Veon?
So to be honest, the first couple of days in practice, I cramped up a little bit just because of the fact that it's not. You can do all the training you want in shorts and a t-shirt. I was training in Miami, the humid, the heat, everything, but you still can't really replicate football. You got to actually be playing football to kind of be in football shape. So I can run all day. I can run conditioning all day. I can do gassers and sprints all day, but it's like different when you putting on equipment, when you're 30 pounds heavier, you got to make cuts. When you're not knowing, you got to make a cut. Jogging back to the huddle, running no huddle, things like that, you can't really replicate. You got to actually be in the game of football. So, the first 2-3 days when I was in here, I was cramping a little bit. I think, the hydration part was hard for me just because I haven't been out of football for, over a year. The heat out here was crazy, just being in equipment. So, I get back into my rhythm and things like that. But over this past week, I felt like I got better at that, So I'm excited. It's definitely challenges that came with it, but it just, getting back into the football rhythm. That's all it is, getting back to the football rhythm. And I think I'm on my way and I'm going in the right direction.
Le'Veon Bell, Jets running back here on the Rich Eisen Show. What's your relationship like with your coach, Adam Gase, Le'Veon?
Man, I love Adam Gase. He's really the first offensive-minded coach I've literally ever played for. And then the fact that I literally can, see him calling the plays, and I know his ideas of where he's trying to go with the offense, it just gets me excited because I know what type of situations and positions he can put me in to make it easier for me. Don't get me wrong, you can have a talented player and they can go out there and, they can, showcase their talents, but it can still be difficult at times. But he kind of makes it easy on me. He gets me the ball in open spots. spots where maybe I only got to make a guy miss rather than me being in the box and I got 8, 9 guys in the box. Sometimes I'm seeing a lot of 6-man, 7-man boxes now, and he's making it easier for me to get in the open space. When I catch the ball now, I got my shoulder square and downfield. I actually got to have my back towards the defense all the time. So he's doing a good job of just putting me in situations where I'm able to just make a play, and it's easier on me. I don't have to make so many people miss and things like that. And he does a great job of rotating guys. We got Ty Montgomery. He's a guy who can come in, spell me. He can be in the game with me. We got all type of guys on the outside. So I just think he does a great job of really putting guys in position to make plays, and it makes it easier on them. And at the same time, making it easier on everybody. Everybody making plays, it's just kind of, and he's spreading the ball around, Sam spreading the ball around. It just make things easier for the offense. I think that's what I'm so excited about.
Did you ever have a conversation with him about the comments ascribed to him about your salary when you were a free agent? Did you ever sit down with him on that, Le'Veon Bell?
No. To be honest, we never had a sit down. No, we just when I see him at work or wherever I see him, we'll be talking. We just know that's just the media stuff. Me and him, our relationship it is what it is. We love each other. We didn't even really pay no mind to it because at the end of the day, we know what it was and we know where our goal is. So I didn't let it bother me, and he didn't let it bother him. We addressed it to the media and everything. We just kept moving our day. I didn't want to be holding all that baggage and stuff and letting people try to put things in my ear because I know what it was Adam Gase when I've been talking to him and now that I'm in the building and the fact that he's running the offense the way he is running the offense, I know what it is. He's excited that I'm on the team and I'm excited that he's coaching me.
Le'Veon Bell here on the Rich Eisen Show. Tell me about Darnold. What are you seeing? So many people talk about how special he is. You've got a front row seat, Le'Veon.
Oh, my goodness. This kid is I've never had the opportunity to really play with a younger quarterback. So, I was in college. I played with Kirk Cousins. He's older. I went to the NFL, played with Ben. He's older. The fact that I got a younger guy in the huddle with me and I literally just watched him grow in front of my eyes is really special to see. Literally from the mini camp to now, it's literally I feel like I've seen 2 different quarterbacks, and that's only, in a couple months. So I feel like the growth with him is only, it's kind of scary. It's kind of scary to see it, because the sky is the limit for him. And I'm glad I can be a part of it and I can really help him out in certain situations. At the same time, he's helping me out and he's gonna make things easier on me. So I'm excited. I can't wait to go out there and be in battle with him.
So, in terms of your numbers this year, Le'Veon, not many people are talking about you as a first overall selection in fantasy football this year, and I know you've already been talking about this a little bit. Do you feel like you've been forgotten, Le'Veon?
Yeah, of course. And I think that's more of a human nature thing. A lot of people, when you don't see something for a long time, you tend to forget. That's normal. Even when you go to the NBA, you don't see LeBron for a whole playoff year, and it's like, oh, LeBron's not this, he's not this, not that. This is how it is, So I don't take offense to it. I just feel like once I get back on the field and people see it, they remind them. That's why I'm not really pressed about it. I'm just ready to get out there and play football. That's what I'm really ready to do.
And you made a tongue-in-cheek apology on Twitter to fantasy owners who drafted you last year. I always do keep it real with you. There are some Steelers fans who are a little upset that there was no apology in their direction based on what happened with you last year. Do you feel like you owe one, maybe, to that fan base? Apology for what? Not playing? Yeah.
Or what? In a way, I wish I could tell the fans that I wasn't playing, but at the same time, I was making a business decision for myself. So I apologize for not being on the field and helping the team because I had made a business decision, but I don't regret sitting out and doing what I did. Because of the fact that I have to worry about myself and my family, and I made the decision. I live with the decision. I'm happy with the decision I made, so I'm not going to look back on it. But, to the Steelers fans and things like that, I do apologize for not being there and not be able to, showcase my talent one more time. And the way the contract situation went, I wish it was smoother, but it didn't come out smooth, and I just want to leave that where it is, and I want to keep moving forward.
Well, and again, you know, it's situations are totally different, and I totally get that, you know. But what advice would you give maybe to Zeke Elliott and Melvin Gordon right now, two running backs who feel like they're not getting their market value? Or in a situation, Zeke might be similar to yours where he's being told by management that he's not deserving of a market reset at the position, or they're not willing to do it for him. What advice would you give those running backs right now, Le'Veon Bell?
You know, to be honest, you know, just go with your gut, go with your heart. You know, with Zeke and Melvin, I feel like both of those guys, they're such a valuable part to the team. You know, so I don't like when I have to, you know, you got to look on TV and you see those guys got to hold out to try to get what they want. I hate seeing it. You know, but I understand. You know, the guys upstairs, they're trying to do a business, and the guys upstairs don't really. Not even just those guys, but just people in general don't really respect the running back value. But I think, you know, when a guy like Zeke come out, or when a guy like Melvin come out, and those teams go out when the Cowboys play, I just want to see what it looks like with Zeke not out there. I just want to see what it looks like. So people think how valuable he is to that team. You know, he runs, he blocks, he runs inside zone, outside zone. Anything you ask Zeke to do, he can do it. Anything you ask Melvin to do, he can do it. So, and those guys go out there, they're playing. They're running the ball, they're catching, so they're running back and catching the ball, and they're part linemen because they're blocking too. So the fact that they're doing all three of the phases of the game, I feel like they need to get that market value. They need to get what they're worth, period. You know, so I'm behind those guys. I stick behind those guys. I hope they get what they deserve. You know, and I'm gonna be one of those guys that's in their stable, and I hope they do get what they deserve.
All right, last one for you, Le'Veon. You know, I'm from New York City, right? I'm sure you're aware of that.
Of course.
You know what team I rooted for growing up, right, Le'Veon? Are you aware of that team?
No.
That would be the team that you're playing for right now, Le'Veon.
Okay, I'm just making sure.
All right, just to understand, okay? So on behalf of all those people I grew up with, and they're sitting there in the New York City area putting so much hope into you, putting so much desire and hope and wishes into you, Le'Veon Bell. You've been through the wars with the New England Patriots. You're aware of those dates being circled on the calendar. What can you tell Jets fans is coming in that direction from you, Le'Veon Bell?
Well, I mean, there's a lot of hope. We have a lot of upside going in our direction. You know, I'm not sitting here saying we're going to promise a playoff spot. We're not promising to beat the Patriots. We're not promising to be a Super Bowl winner. But what I'm telling you is we're going to be a better team. This is going to be one of the best teams that we have seen in a long time. You know, I see the growth on defense. Those guys competing with us every day. And the fact that we're competing with them every day, we're going to only make each other better. And I'm excited about what this team can do.
I know. I'm a little conflicted because I'm not used to rooting for you playing in green and white, Le'Veon. You know that.
Yeah, I know. Ain't that crazy?
It's amazing.
Now you getting the green and white.
You know what?
That's how it should be. That's how it should be.
What's old is new again. All right, and then before I let you go, I'll give you the floor. What's going on with your music? I saw you dropped something on Twitter. What do you got?
Yeah. You know, I'm actually going to drop a single here in this next week. It's going to be crazy. I'm glad you let me plug it. So everybody be able to look out for that. It's called Missing Pieces. It's going to drop in the next week, so everybody be ready for that.
But so if it's about missing pieces, it's not about the Jets, right? At all?
Absolutely not.
Okay.
Absolutely not.
Just want to make sure. Le'Veon Bell, let's not be a stranger, okay? I want you on my show. I'm going to be keeping an eye out for you, and I'm going to keep my guy Chris in check best I can, okay? You can help me with that.
What's up, man? Chris, you still the man, bro.
Okay. So lots of stretching, lots of hydrating, Le'Veon.
Yes, sir.
Okay, that's Le'Veon Bell. Then you got it. You got it. At Le'Veon Bell of the Jets, right here on The Rich Eisen Show.
For more of The Rich Eisen Show, tune to Audience Channel 239 on DirecTV for free on BR Live or download The Rich Eisen Show app.